Well, I had some free time while waiting to go see Fantasy Island, so I figured I'd watch and review Josie and the Pussycats. I wish. I'm talking about this one. I had this movie in my possession for years now. When I first watched it, it was on one of the movie channels, like, I don't know, HBO or something. Okay, so I grew up watching this on Cartoon Network. Good show. Then I saw this. Bad movie. Good show. Bad movie. Why do I have it? Well, I got it for $1 at a pawn shop. That explains it, right? So I figured I'll do a review. I wanted, because this month I'm doing reviews that go back to my childhood and stuff. And, well, I had to review this. Looking everywhere to frickin' find it. Ironically, it was in the same place. I swear. No. I don't know. I just remember I couldn't find that damn thing. So, story. There's a band, the biggest band in the world, called Du Jour, which consists of, I'm not kidding, and they're playing characters, but it's Breckin Meyer, Seth Green, Donald Faison, and some other guy, I don't know who he is. And they're playing this band called Du Jour, which they're obviously lip-synced, which is, I don't know about Breckin Meyer or Seth Green, I don't even know who the other guy is, but I know Donald Faison can sing. But they're obviously lip-syncing, and they talk to their agent, played by Alan Cumming, and they say there's some weird voices on one of their tracks. And so the guy's like, okay, I'll deal with it. Alan Cumming's character, I'll deal with it. He goes to the cockpit, he talks to the pilot, and then they both jump out with parachutes, causing the plane to crash. And ironically, this makes Alan Cumming's character land in Riverdale. I remember when I watched this, I'm like, is that an Archie reference? Because, Josie Pussycats have nothing to do with Archie at all. Boy, was I wrong. I was so stupid. See, I grew up thinking they were a Hanna-Barbera property. I had no idea they were based on a comic book connected to Archie. I love Archie. I have this, which is like old cartoons. I watched the new Archies on the Toon Disney Channel when it was on there. And they have Archies Were Mysteries somewhere. It's all stacked up out there right now, away from the carpet. So, so yeah. And, so what, and to go a little bit off track here, when they announced Riverdale, I was like, okay, I like Archie. I like all that. That's cool. One thing stopped me from watching it, and that's because I think they disrespected Josie and the Pussycats. I don't disrespect, but they did it wrong. I saw, cast pictures and stuff, and there is a black girl, an African-American girl there, and I figured, okay, it's Valerie. And it said, underneath the thing, it said, Josie. I'm like, bullshit. Josie is not black. This is Josie. I understand shows nowadays want to add more, they want to add more color to it, have an Asian character, which they did with Reggie, I think, but you already had an African-American member of the Pussycats. You didn't need to make another one. I'm sorry, I understand that these actors might be good. I don't know, I don't watch the show. But when you do something like that, it turns me away. Alright, as soon as I saw that Josie was going to be African-American, no offense to any African-Americans anywhere, I just saw that and I'm like, that's not Josie. They're doing something different. Good for them. You're still going strong. That's good. That's great. But they're going to be doing something wrong because they're advertising this spinoff with Lucy Hale called Katie Keene. And I'm like, okay, I might check that out. I like Lucy Hale. I'm going to go see that new movie, you know. And until the end of Truth or Dare, I liked her character until she made a decision. So, you know, I don't have a problem with that. And then I see in a preview that Josie is going to be on that show now. Guess I'm not watching that. I'm sorry. But if you don't do the character the way it's supposed to be, hardcore fans of that character, like myself, are just going to be like, no, forget it. Much like this movie. See how I'm working it into? It's not even... They make a Josie and the Pussycats movie that has nothing to do with the show Josie and the Pussycats. I'm sitting there thinking of better ideas they could have done. Like Josie and Pussycats, they solve mysteries. They couldn't even get the casting right here. Now, the three main ladies are great. Perfect casting all around. And Missy Pyle as Alexandra, fine. But like, I was laughing. Okay, so there's sort of a running joke that Alexander from Josie and the Pussycats and Jughead from, not Jug, what's his name? Is it Jughead? Whatever his name is, from Speed Buggy. Is it? No, it's not Jughead. It's something else. Jugger, Dugger, whatever. From Speed Buggy, because they were all voiced by Casey Kasem, so like they're all kind of like Shaggy in a way. So I thought it would be cool if Matthew Lillard played Alexander in this, or if they made this afterwards and like actually put some thought process into it, and instead of 20th Century or Universal MGM, Warner Brothers, who one time had the property because the Cartoon Network made the movie, and it could have, you know, they could have Matthew Lillard playing Alexander as sort of a nod to that. In addition, the actor they have cast as Alan looks nothing like Alan. They did such a good job getting these three actresses that look, you know, they look great. They could be the live action versions of these characters. I mean, look. See? But, okay. This is Alan from the cartoon. Big, burly, blonde guy. This is Alan from the live action movie. Skinny. Couldn't even do nothing. He's supposed to be their bodyguard. How is that a bodyguard? He's skinny as fuck. There was one line I laughed at, though, when Alexander was talking to Alexander, and they're talking, and she goes, I'm only here because I was in the comic. I snickered at that a little bit. I'm like, okay, that's a little bit funny. And I did kind of, this whole plot revolves around subliminal messaging. Subliminal messaging so that they can, so they're making people buy all the products that they want them to buy. And when Josie starts to act like a bitch because she's been tricked with subliminal messages, and she's been tricked to want to go solo, and she acts like a bitch. And then, but with Alexander and Alex's help, she finds out that they are, you know, tricking her and stuff, and she goes into this control room. And I'm sorry, but the control room looks like the classic TARDIS from Doctor Who. I'm sorry, but it does. White, circly things on the walls, big old console in the middle. I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. But it's not really a mystery to solve here. It's just a plot about trying to sell consumer products. Sure, it's an agenda movie. Sure, it's commentary on how it's commentary on how the music business is trying to sell stuff, posters, dolls, clothes, stuff like that. And there's also commentary on, like I said, when the when Du Jour, who aren't actually dead by the way, they show up later in the film, when they find out that that there's something going on, they are like, and it's a little bit funny how you're just like, okay, beep, jumps out of the thing with the pilot, plane crashes. And you're told that this is set up. Like, they set up the subliminal stuff, and if it doesn't go right, people are killed off in plane crashes, supposed drug overdoses, and suicides. That's a big commentary saying that maybe I'm trying to say that it was not the fault. Like, the one thing, drug overdose that I caught was Kurt Cobain. Like, okay, so he find out there's some little messages in Nirvana's music, and then he tried to confront his manager, and his manager drugged him or something. I don't know. It's we share a birthday, Kurt Cobain and I. We share a birthday, February 20th. And he's older than me, of course. He would be older than me. And I love Nirvana, so no disrespect to Kurt Cobain, but that's just the first thing that popped out in my head was, And what about, like, John Belushi and all them, Chris Farley? Or would they do a movie, like, would they do a movie on actors and stuff and subliminal message and acting? I don't know. It's just, and it's annoying. Okay, I had to sound off. So, once I watched it, okay, so I had to sound off during the first scene where Du Jour is talking on a plane. And, okay, this is what I was getting. Like, there's a talk about, Seth Green is talking about how, Breckin Meyer keeps stealing his look. It's my look. He keeps stealing my look. It's my look. He keeps stealing my look. Every time I look, he's doing this look. And I'm sitting there going, stop doing that! Because what I was getting is, I'm like, does he have a twitch or something? What is going on? And then I watched the scene again when I was trying to find a review for it. Couldn't find a review for the movie, but I found the scene. And where he's talking, okay, I understand now that I had to have the sound on, but it's this movie. Now there are certain movies based on TV shows that I like, which I should do. Should try to do a countdown, top 10, top 5, whatever. It's probably not 10 that I like, based off of TV shows that I do like, and there's some that just I can do a top 5 movies based on TV shows that I like. Top 10 favorite, top 5 favorite, top 5 least favorite, I guess. But yeah, if they had someone who actually cares about making a Josie and the Pussycat movie, like Warner Brothers actually cared about making a Scooby-Doo movie, I think it could have been better. But this was obviously an agenda movie to talk about the music industry and subliminal messaging, and it comes across like we're going to make this movie about subliminal messaging, music industry, and we're going to call it Josie and the Pussycats to sell the movie. That's basically what it is. Like, oh, we dropped a hint, Riverdale. Oh, Josie and the Pussycats. We got all the characters. And even as Alexandra said, she's only there because she was in the comic book. Absolutely. Exactly. Said the wrong word. Exactly. That's why all the characters where they were. They were in a comic book. So they figured, we'll just do that. And then we'll put this movie around them. And people will say, oh, it's Josie and the Pussycats. It's not. It's... Let's see. How did Ben put that in My Bloody Valentine 3D? Oh, yeah. Shit. 2. 2 out of 10. My lowest ranked movie. 2 out of 10. And the 2 is only because I like the TARDIS thing. The funny line from her. And, at least these 3 look like the characters. So, Yeah, that's about much I liked it. 2 out of 10 for me. What are your thoughts on a Josie and the Pussycats movie? Let me know if you think this is better. It is. And let me know in the comments below. Like, share, and subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next one.